What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video I have several news that might be very important for our community and for our case. I will show you how severe the FTD problem is and how it is connected to our case, directly connected to our case. Then I will show you that we have to ask George Palikaras, the former CEO of Metamaterials, and we have to ask him some tricky questions regarding this case. And at the end of this video, I will show you another problem that is very important right now for MMAT shareholders. And it is also connected with our case. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button, share this video with your friends and family, and drop me a line in the comment section for whatever reasons you want. These simple actions will push this video forward to the broader audience, and eventually this will help to attract more attention to our problem, and eventually it will help us to win this battle. So just hit the like button. Let's start with this news. I want to show you again the tweet that I covered yesterday. Susan Trimbath wrote this: "Why short when you can fail to deliver? Probably cheaper and less paperwork. Bonus, if the company goes bankrupt from the damage done to their capital excess, broker never has to buy the shares, ever, and keeps the money household investors paid for the shares." And the problem is really huge. Let me show you this tweet that was made by Kristen Shaughnessy, and she wrote: "Top 20 holders of failed to delivers in 2023 from Bart from Google. Nice work, Paul Blanchard 77. Settle the trades, 100 million FTDs. Seems like a lot." And she refers to the due diligence that was made by Paul Blanchard 77, and he wrote this tweet just a couple of days ago. And he asked Bart AI from Google who is the top entities holding fail to delivers in 2023. And the answer is, on the first place is Citadel Securities, and they hold 100 million FTDs. Susquehanna International Group on the second place with 90 million FTDs. Virtu Financial third place, 80 million FTDs. And there is a lot of other companies who is involved in this fail to deliver process. And yes, guys, you cannot rely for 100% on this data, because as you can see, there are quite round numbers, and these numbers separated one from another with the similar number. As you can see, first of all, 100 million, 90 million, 80 million, 70 million, 60 million, and so on and so forth. Definitely, it might not be the real numbers, but the artificial intelligence works with certain algorithms, and these algorithms find necessary information, they combine it together, and they give the answers. Definitely, this information should be proven by other documents, but let me show you this. RareDD wrote this tweet 11 hours ago. "I added the information that GTS Securities clears through Goldman Sachs to Paul Blanchard 77's Bart prompt about who holds the most FTDs. This was the result." And let me quote you this tweet. "Additionally, in the context of the prompt, the fact that GTS Securities uses Goldman Sachs as a clearing broker suggests that GTS may be a major holder of FTDs. This is because Goldman Sachs is one of the largest clearing brokers for entities and options in the United States. As a result, Goldman Sachs would have a good understanding of the FTD positions of its clients. Therefore, the fact that GTS Securities uses Goldman Sachs as a clearing broker suggests that GTS may be a major holder of FTDs, and that Goldman Sachs might be aware of this." And let me show you even further information. He also added this 11 hours ago. "SBF was an example of a guy in the public eye involving celebrities, politicians, and taking advantage of investors. What about the crimes that go on behind the scenes though? They just get fines without having to admit or deny any wrong. Why? And he refers to his own tweet that he wrote on August 19th, and he wrote, "Should you believe that all of these connections to Goldman Sachs aren't a potential conflict of interest? Because GTS Securities uses Goldman Sachs as a clearing broker, they'd likely be liable for GTS naked short selling MMTLP." And yes, we know that GTS Securities is one of the companies that were involved in the process of illegal first trading date of MMTLP share back in 2021. And this shows how big this problem is, and definitely we have to solve this problem, and we have to solve our MMTLP case first of all. So let me show you another quite interesting due diligence that was made by Sensei. He made this conclusion. First of all, MMAT acknowledged it was not the corporate action they wrote, but moved forward anyway, not catching the T+2 error. 2. MMAT had to get MMTLP off the books and noticed the T+2 error, but expected brokers to deal with it. 3. FINRA modified what MMAT saw after MMAT's commitment to the new corporate action. And he made this due diligence and basically he explains why he made this conclusion. So, the consensus is that Mr. Palikaras was being facetious since FINRA delayed the posting. Fair. Now Mr. Burda confirms it wasn't the corporate action MMAT wrote, and George Palikaras must have known too. But was the T+2 error code last piece of a puzzle? He also added this. Mr. Palikaras, can you take a minute to clarify why you thanked FINRA on December the 6th, 2022 for posting an MMTLP corporate action that was deficient and not what you had originally suggested on November the 30th? Were you thanking because they finally posted something? Did you agree to this wording? And he added this tweet that was written by George Palikaras back in November 30th, 2022. And let me quote you further. But it didn't answer if he read the corporate action he reported. It's deficient, missing T+2 and was halted later. Based on Burda's response, they knew it wasn't the corporate action they wrote. But did they catch the settlement error? And I have to say that these are quite important questions that should be that George Palikaras should answer. But we don't have any responses from George because he was basically fired just several weeks ago, and he keeps silence right after his resignation. So, and in general, Sensei also wrote this tweet that basically shows another way to look at it. FINRA creates a deficient corporate action. FINRA tells their team to ignore the deficiency. FINRA gets caught. FINRA quickly changed to delete last minute. FINRA U3 halts their deficient corporate action. FINRA claims immunity. FINRA blames MMTLP. And this tweet basically shows how FINRA behaves and that FINRA is basically a wrongdoer in our case, and they are still stonewalling any efforts of our community to solve this problem. On top of that, let me show you another problem that is connected to MMAT right now. Mark Basil wrote this. MULN, MMAT, Verb, Cosm, Finger, CLNV, GNS, MC, and hundreds of additional tickers. I know I'm one of the first attorneys in the country to draw the attention of dilution funding and its impact in short selling as well as naked short selling and counterfeit shares. I have been saying this for years as well as suing the founders, selling billions of shares in dilution and for dozens of publicly traded companies. Now the entire issuer retail shareholder side of the marketing is starting to wake up to this and doing something about it. He added this link, I will show you it in a minute. Some shareholders are actually taking legal action on behalf of their issuers and holdings. And here is the link that he published in his tweet, and this link leads us to this article. Activist shareholders take action against shipping companies for dilutive offerings. And the main idea of this article is that C-levels executives of these companies, and MMAT is in this list, made quite suspicious funding, dilutive fundings that lead to very low prices for their companies. And you can see that MMAT has lost its momentum, and it is in extremely low price right now, and it is at the edge of delisting from Nasdaq Stock Exchange. And definitely it is another question to George Palikaras why he did these deals. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.